sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. That's caught by the former Sioux.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Mark Andrews. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hammond, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now here comes Kansas City. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 9 now. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. On 2nd down now, it's Hammond. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. On 1st down, Hammond. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Chris Jones on the stop. Now Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Patrick Mahomes on his Way out for their next drive. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Here's Williams. Throwing to start the drive. That's complete to Turner. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Hammond. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Williams to throw on second down. Snead's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Ready.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They'll come out in the pistol. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll keep it on the ground again here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Ready, break.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To throw on 2nd down, Williams got his man complete over the middle. It's Fisher. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Here we go. 30 base.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. They set up the screen to Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fisher. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd and 11. Getting this into the hands of Turner. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Over the middle, complete. That's Hammond. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
This quarterback now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Hey, 4 down.
Williams now on 1st down. It's complete to Snead. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Now Williams on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And to give this time to the tailback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Williams. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are back within a single score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. To throw is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe.